Good morning, everyone out there. I am Karin Braxton, and I am coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. Let's see if I can find these comments here. Let's see once. Let me know when you get on here. Please let us know what state you're visiting from, watching from. Let's see once here. Oh, there we go. I can see myself. Can't see the comments yet, but let's see. We'll see if I can. Every week they change things, so it's a little tricky. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, it says comments will appear here now. So, okay, again, I am coming to you from Bozeman, Montana. It is September 23rd, 2025, in case you're watching later on. Hey, Kathy, good to see you here this morning. And Kathy, you know what? I have a little birthday card for you downstairs, but I don't want to put it in the mail. I don't know if you'd want to pick it up from the bench or not, but because it's sort of thick. But anyway, I was going to text you afterwards, but since you're here, you have a birthday coming up. Anyway, hey, Roz, good to see you this morning. Tell us what state you're coming from. It is a beautiful, beautiful sunny day here. It's about 51 degrees. It's going to get up to 70. And yeah, I walked this morning too. It was not real long, but for a little bit. And it was all bundled up. It was really quite pleasant. It's bright, sunny. I have to have the blinds shut because it's that sunny today. Anyway, we have a lot to do. And I have two fun projects for you. One is a treat package and one is just a simple card, but I think quite beautiful. So I hope that you will enjoy these. And also, I'm going to just wait a few minutes till people get on, then we'll flip the camera down. I had a wonderful mini holiday retreat last weekend. There were 12 of us here. I had Lady Eileen cooking and Kathy was helping. Good morning, Cheryl. How are you today? We missed you, Oklahoma ladies, last week at our retreat. We just had local people. It was just a one day, one night, and one next day. And, oh my goodness, I have an eyelash or something in my eye. There we go. Oh no, this is a problem. There, I think it's better now. Okay, we just had it was a lot of fun. We did all Christmas cards, fun folds. We did regular Christmas cards, treats. We did a paper pumpkin Christmas set, everything to get ready for Christmas. So, oh goodness gracious, this is a problem. Stamping Up today, just announced we have a new, I've not had this happen. I have this happen lots of times where my contacts tear up or something, but this one is bad today. This is available right now. This is a really cool kit. It is, hey Carla, good to see you here in Bozeman. This is called the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. Looks like this, and it's really neat. I saw a video, and each pocket, it's not really it's geared as a Christmas present for you to give to someone or to use yourself. But actually the papers and the stamps are all year round, all occasion. But you open each door of this thick, thick album, and inside of each door, there might be a set of dies or a stamp or ink or gems, things to make these projects. And I haven't seen the projects yet. I did order one this morning. But anyway, that is available starting today, and it's while supplies last. Yeah, I know you were really, you had FOMO for sure. Yeah. Well, we hope you can make it next summer for sure. Okay, let's turn the camera down and I will show you, get the camera focused first, and then we'll start with our pumpkins today. We're going to work on beautiful pumpkins. Okay, close your eyes. Here we go. These are I just pulled a couple cards to get focused here. So these are a couple things we made. I had a wonderful helper, Levon, who helped teach a couple classes too, a couple fun folds. I don't have those cards here, but we did a Christmas class using this beautiful paper. And this is a fun fold that I designed with a gift card like that. So it was just very fun. Here's another one that I did like this. We've all done these before. So isn't that great? And so it was just really a very fun retreat. My sister Carla came from Wisconsin. She's still here. She and I are both going to fly to Wisconsin tomorrow. So we are going to be using this today, the beautiful pumpkins. So I'm going to have to grab a Kleenex or something here. Might get my eye fixed. This set is from the online exclusives. I'm so sorry about this. My eye tearing. It's an online exclusive, and I did not get it in the beginning. I thought, who needs another pumpkin set? I have so many beautiful pumpkins. But let me tell you what, this one is a distinctive, and it is really fun. The whole bundle is only $36, so it's really got great dies. I've actually used it quite a bit already. I've made a lot of projects, and we're going to make more things today. Going to make a little treat box, and you can see you're going to stamp the biggest shadowy first, the background, and then you're going to put the distinctive, the top part on. And the dies are really neat. So we're going to use some gems we're going to use the gems that are, I love these. We haven't used them very much. These are the colors from last year. They're still current. They're flat pearls. They're in the annual catalog, and we're going to use this peach pie color. That's what we'll use on those. So, okay. So we are going to use a bunch of different colors of ink. These are the colors. We're going to use a little bit of pumpkin pie, peach pie, timid tiger, and Cajun craze. And then on the second card, we're going to use the Pretty Peacocks and make some pumpkins a different color. So we're going to start with this, and I'm going to set that aside. We're going to bring in what I'm going to show you is this is what we're going to make. We're going to make one of these treat bags today. Now you're going like, where are those treat bags from? I haven't seen those. Well, they're from several years ago. They came in a package, and I have a stash of those. I love them. I wish Stampin' Up! Would create more of these. They're just little bags. They were plaid bags. They came in blue and copper clay. So they're probably about 3 years old, but I have a little stash of those. Anyway, that's what we're going to make today, is using these pumpkins. Now, you're wondering, how did I get this idea? Well, let me tell you what. We're going to be using this paper pumpkin kit. It's the Harvest Home Garland, and it was overwhelming. I don't like tedious things. It has some beautiful, beautiful leaves. And I was going to have my granddaughter and Kate and I were going to put this together. She actually punched out all the leaves. Well, not even all of them. We still have about 4 sheets of leaves that aren't punched. But she punched them out and put in bags. And it seemed like, oh, I don't have the time. I am so busy with so many things. What am I going to do with all these leaves? And then I decided to use them for some treats, because I'm always giving gifts. When people order from me, then they get a treat. Or I need things for my team and things like that, or for retreats or parties. Anyway, I thought this would be fun, and I love this stamp, so that's how I came up with this idea. So let's start with that. I'm going to put the leaves on first, and we're going to just take a look at some of these, and we'll put a couple of these here so you can see. And we're going to take a treat bag. Let me see, where would I put my things? Okay, well, here are some other colors. So there are blue, and actually the blue matches the blue leaves in there too, but I think we'll use one of these darker colors. So this looks like a copper clay and gray granite, probably from a few years ago. So we're going to use the copper one, or the brownish one. I think that's a good one. So it came, I bet some of you have these too, from 2023 to 25 in color treat bags. And you get 25 in a bag, so that was a lot. And they were great for sure. So what we're going to do is, I just pulled out a little bit of each color. I'm going to use about 5 leaves, and I'm going to just take my silicone mat and my stamping seal. I'm going to use a strong adhesive. Whoops, got twine coming, so I've got my seal. Okay, so we've got some different leaves here. We have some that are joined. I tried sponging. I don't really want the sponging, but you can cut the leaves apart. You get a couple 100 leaves. I don't know if it even says how many we get. You can make one whole garland, but it's just a lot of pieces. You can sort of see that right here. I've never seen so many pieces in a kit. It's still available. So we're gonna put our leaves on. I'm gonna actually just use some seal. Doesn't make any difference if any adhesive shows good. It's all gonna get covered up. We're gonna put some on like that. And then we're gonna put in, that looks like an oak leaf, and we've got a blue leaf here with some, I sponged on that one. I really don't like that. Let's see, let's see what we have for a maple. We have a maple leaf. We can put a maple leaf in there. I think I'm going to use the green maple leaf like this. I like that one a little bit better. So I left things sort of loose so you can tuck things behind like this. So I'm just going to lift this up, and I'm going to sort of, I should have put that one down first. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive right there, and it's going to stick. There we go. There we are. And now we're going to add a few more leaves. So we're going to add a blue one and a sort of a rust color. We're just going to snip those apart. And we're going to put one right there, another one right there. So I'm just going to put a little adhesive on that. I think these turned out really fun. I did these at we had a kit and sips evening a few weeks ago, and I actually put about 8 of these together in one evening. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to put maybe one more leaf in here like that. Maybe just having it stick out. The tip, I know it's 6. I was going to try to work for 5, but I like that rust color, that sort of that Cajun color just peeking out of there, just like that. Okay, we're going to stop right there. We could add more, of course, and you can just, every single bag is different. So I just keep these in my little plastic, where is my little plastic thing? I don't know where it is. Can't see it. I don't know where it is. You know, the little stamp cases that we have. Okay, so that's it so far. That's all. So I'm going to move this aside. Now we have that. And now we're going to do some stamping. So we're going to stamp. And I've got some pieces here. We've got a couple of these rectangular stitched places, and I've got some pumpkins. I don't know if we're going to be able to, if that's going to work or not, but we'll just give it a shot and see. Then I've got some vines and things cut out. This is just using one of the tops of our storage system. So I'm going to set that right there. Okay. And now where is the paper that I'm supposed to stamp on? Here it is. It says stamp here. This is what I'm going to use. So, and we're going to do that. We're going to try it on those pumpkins that are already die cut too, but we'll see. We'll stamp this first. This is the greeting. The greetings are beautiful. And in the second set of stamps, we're going to use, so this one we have thankful for the small things and so grateful to have a friend like you. I'm going to use the so grateful to have a friend like you on that. And we're going to stamp that in our mossy meadow. Which I have back here behind me. My ink pads are all behind me. I have lots of them. Let's just give that a shot and see how that's going to work. Oop, forgot it worked fine. But I'll show you, this is the, usually I like to use my piercing mat when I'm using my photopolymer. There we go, like that. I'll tell you, we have been so busy the last several days, ever since my retreat ended. Then last night, we had a big family dinner at our house too. So we've just been busy beavers here, but having lots of fun. Let's see, let's stamp, so I'm gonna set that aside. Got some stems to stamp and some pumpkins, so let's do that. Stems, I'm gonna put that right there, and just keep that up like that. There's a little bitty one. There we go. And now our pumpkins. This is the part that's like magic. Oh my goodness, it's fun. Very fun. We're gonna take our pumpkins out. Gonna get the big ones first and then the small one. And we're gonna start with our lightest color, and that's the peach pie. I experimented with different colors, so it was really very fun. Let me see if I have my sponge dauber too. I wanted to be sure I use that. That's gonna be on the Cajun. Okay, so we're gonna take our largest all over pumpkin, and this is going to be, there we go. I'm actually going to try it on the one that I die cut to see if I can do that. I think I can. Let's give it a shot. These are clear photopolymer stamps. Yep, that's going to work just fine. There we go. So now we're done with the peach pie, and let's see once here. Now we're going to go to our Timid Tiger. I love this color. I wasn't sure if I would or not, but I really do. It's a nice color for sure. We're going to try it first on here. And I'm going to use Timid Tiger. I thought, oh, we don't need another orange. I like pumpkin pie. Now I don't even use pumpkin pie. Now there's another layer on there. So you get 2 layers really easily. It's just like built to... Okay, just like that, and here we go on this one. That's working fine, so that's good. And now I'm going to take that same stamp, and I'm going to take my sponge dauber, and I'm going to just ink it up like this. This is a great way to add a little color. You could dip your stamp. Oops, you can dip your stamp right in an ink pad, but you can also sort of dab it on like this. These daubers are, I don't know, you get 5 or so in a package, but you just put a little bit around the edge, and then we're going to stamp it right on there. And you see that, how it gives it a nice little shadow? Let me do that again, and I'll show you on this one. Take that sponge dauber, just a little bit of ink along the edge, like that. Put a little bit on your pumpkin. Start with the edge, and isn't that pretty? I just love that. I love that look. I think it's great. I'm going to give these a clean because we're going to be switching to different colors for the next card. And I'm going to do the same thing for the small pumpkin. We're going to, well, I don't even think we even need a small pumpkin on this card. I think we're just going to do, you know, 1 pumpkin on this one. We'll use the small pumpkins for the next card, okay? So we'll close these up. You can do whatever you want, of course. Now you could make these little treats with any leaves. I bet you all have plenty of pumpkin stamps. And you think, oh, do I need another one? Well, I think you do, because this is a really neat one for sure. But you can do whatever you want, of course. Okay, let's get our card that we have our little envelope right here. And I have my words, so let's take this. And I've got my pumpkin. I'm going to pop that up with some dimensionals. Give it a nice little, use a nice big foam pad. I always like to give the ladies the big sheets of foam too for them to try, because so many times they haven't tried that. Okay, we're going to do that, and then we're going to put our words right there, down there. And I'm just going to put this in the corner like this underneath that. There we go, like that. And now let's put our little stems on. And let's see once here. Through the magic of TV, I've already die cut those. And we don't need that one. And then we're going to take some of the Timid Tiger ribbon that I tied a bow already. So the other phrase works really nice with this. Let me show you what the other sentiment is. This one, thankful for the small things in life. Thankful. Isn't that pretty? That's a nice card also. Okay, let's see once. Let's get our, we've got to put our vine on. I'm going to just get a little bit of glue on that. Adhesive. I'm going to let it sit right on top there. And now I'm going to take my gold foil. I die cut this. Oh, the leaves on this set are beautiful, beautiful. And I actually put some, right before the video started, I put some combo glue on there. And you know, once it's dry, it's tacky. So you can, you know, it doesn't smear, but it's tacky. It's sort of a fun thing. We're gonna just put that, it's sort of like having the vines come out of the, near the top. So we're gonna just do it like, anyway, over the, I'm gonna sort of try to cover up that seam of the stem. Do you see how I did that? I just sort of linked it behind and it's on there now. And now our ribbon, I don't know, let's see, where are we gonna put that ribbon? We're gonna put some gems on. I might not even use the ribbon, I don't know. These are the gems. You don't have to use a ribbon. I used it on some cards and some I did not. See, this one I did, this one I did not. I put an acorn on. The acorns are like this. They're beautiful. They're just really, really neat, and you could just twist them up. Now, I don't know how much this kit is. It's not very much. I suspect it's one of the cheaper kits, but I don't know. I can't remember. I meant to look this morning. If anyone knows how much they are, you can let me know on the chat. Now, if you haven't liked the video, if you are enjoying my video, please thumbs up, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and set your notifications so that you can watch whenever I come on live. Next week we'll have a craft along. I'm going to actually make 4 cards next week. I'm going to send out an email about that because I've already sent out one, but if you order starting this Thursday through next Thursday, you can get the class for free. I have the cards all designed, and I just have to type up the tutorials. Let's see if we like that. I don't know if I like that acorn. It's a little big, but I think it's fine. I think we'll skip the ribbon, but you could, you could use it anywhere you want. Now, I think I'll save it on this card, and we're just going to add a couple gems to this. So let's see once. What are we going to do here? I think we'll just use a little tiny small one. This is the, what color is this? What did I say this was? Peach pie. Peach pie. Ooh, peach pie sounds delicious, doesn't it? We're going to use 2 of them. I like peaches right now. The Peach Man comes from Utah, and they have a station. They've been coming for 30-some years. Whoop, can't get that one off. I'm going to try a different one. And they drive up from Utah up to Montana, and every week Terry and I go and get peaches, and they are just delicious. But they're going to be there 1 more week, and then the peach season will be over. But love that color, and love those peaches for sure. Okay, and there we have it. And that is our card, and you can just, actually you can fit cards inside of here. So like, here's another pumpkin. Here's a pumpkin card I did. We did this in a team meeting, so you could put several cards in here like this. Isn't that a nice idea? Here's another swap I got from Dawn Bourgette in Michigan. I think this is really great, the way she stamped on the vines on the basic beige. Here's another one I received. Let's see, this is Julie Beltramo. This is one of my favorite papers. We're going to be using that in our craft along next week. It looks like she used Cajun Craze on this and Mossy Meadow, and very pretty card. And here's another swap, but we're going to use this stamp set, the Season of Thanks, the punch, in the next card we do. Okay, so how do you like those? Those are sort of fun, aren't they? It's a different twist. You know, I don't know about you, but I just need little gifts and things like this. You could turn this kit into a table favor for Thanksgiving or for a party. You could use the leaves for a fall party. But anyway, there we have it. Do you like these cards? I'm glad you do, yes. Oh, I know, the beautiful pumpkin bundle is $36. It's the kit that I'm wondering about. How much does this Harvest Home Garland kit? I thought I had it written down, but I don't. Anyway, but it's a great set of, you can make a garland too. I just didn't think I would use the garland, and I didn't want to take a couple hours with a hot glue gun to do that. I've had more fun, though, doing these. Okay, there we have it. That's our first project. And now we're going to do our second one, which is going to be using a different color of ink. We're going to use the, let me see what's here. These are so pretty. I love these colors. We're going to use Cloud Cover, Lost Lagoon, and Pretty Peacock. And if you notice, I have a Pretty Peacock shirt on today. So let me see if I can find my products here. We're also going to be using this branching out. We're going to make pumpkins, but we're going to use the branching out dies that we used. I think I used those last week. Oh, they're a definite must-have. This is something you need to have for sure. This is in the mini catalog. It's toward the end of the catalog. It's a great set. If you don't want to get the whole set, just get the dies. But you save 10% when you buy the bundle, and the stamp is beautiful. Thank you for watching. Yes. Yeah, and I appreciate all the thumbs up. Hey, Lisa, thank you. I have your bracelet on today. Thank you so much. Are you at the airport today, or did you get out finally? We're using branching out dies. We're using the pumpkin stamp set. Where did I put that? Here it is. We're using the pumpkins, the distinctive pumpkins. And we're using this brand new sign design. Sign design. This is a cool set of stamps, and it has a punch to go with it. We like our punches. It's a very inexpensive set, and this is an online exclusive also. Let me see once. The online exclusive pumpkins are right here. And then we have that punch bundle. Let me see if I can find that really fast. Oh, there it is, right at the end. Okay, right. So Stampin' Up! Does these handouts for us now. And here, the bundle is $39.50. So you can get the stamps, or you can get the punch, or you can get them together and save 10%. So, really nice. I wasn't sure if I would like that, but it's a good one for sure. So this is what we're going to be making today. I also made this one. So I'm practicing. This one's going to be Lost Lagoon. I'm going to just move these aside for now. We've got a lot going on here. And let me see what else. I made a little mini card too. I don't know where it is, but it's always tricky right here. We're going to use these holographic gems. Holographic resin. They're in the annual. Well, I thought they were they're in the online exclusives. It's hard to keep everything straight. Okay, let's see what's, I'll tell you what is a beautiful match to these colors are these gems called Faceted Gems Trio. These are in the annual catalog, but I don't have any small ones. I've used all of the small ones, but these are gorgeous, and they would be perfect for this, but I don't have any more. So they have the grays and the Lost Lagoon. Very, very pretty for sure. Okay, let's do our stamping. And let's get these out of the way. This is a pretty easy card. So this one I use Soft Sky. This one is Lost Lagoon. So we're going to start with that. It's just a I'm going to stamp with the Lost Lagoon on the cloud cover. It's just an ordinary card, 5.5 by 8.5. All these measurements I have typed up already, and I'll have them on the video as soon as it's over with. So it takes about 3 minutes, and then I'll have those posted for you. So this is what we're making. That's our road map. And this one I put little specks on the background. I don't know if I like that or not. But anyway, so we're going to use our Lost Lagoon. And let me move these things out of the way here so I can function. Oops, now we have stems and things falling on the floor too. I have some retired ribbon too that I thought was really pretty with this. Okay, let me see if I can just move that right there. Okay, we've got our leaves right here. We're going to put those along the edge, and let's do that first. Got my little base. Actually, I'm going to take it like this because I want to go off the edges. So this is the front of my card, and I'm going to just stamp all the way around. We don't need to stamp the middle. It's all going to be covered up. But you want to go, anytime you're stamping edges, you want to go off the edge so it looks natural. It would look really funny if you just stopped and tried to keep it. Oops, I was off the, let's see if I can fix that. I don't know. It's okay, it's not terrific, but it'll work. So we're gonna stop right there because it could get worse. It could get a lot worse. So, okay, let's put that right there. And we're gonna bring our mat in here. Okay, and set that aside. I'm gonna use that right there. And we're gonna get our pumpkins. So we're gonna bring in our, we've got a couple of our, where do I have my white mat? Let's see, here it is. Okay, got everything. Okay, this is Pretty Peacock, and then this one, I love how they nest like that. This is the one we're going to be stamping on. So, you know, this was the soft, the cloud cover. And I think Pool Party would be a great color to use too for this. Pool Party would be wonderful. Then we have an inside piece. That's like that. Let's see, I think we'll use the bigger one. Okay, and we're going to stamp right on this white. So we're going to set that right there so we have it. And I have these all written up, so you know, when you're in a class, you get the actual PDF like this with the pictures. So just set that right there and bring in our stamps. We're going to get our 2 stamps. Again, we're going to use this soft. We're going to use the lightest color first. The light color first, and then the darker. And then we're going to do some sponging again. So we're going to stamp toward the bottom, like that. And let's go ahead and do our small pumpkin at the same time. So let's bring in a little piece of little pumpkin. This is going to go right there. We're going to stamp that one also. There we go. It's very faint, very, very faint, but it works nicely, I think. And then we're going to close that one up. Put our Lost Lagoon is next. I'm going to move this out of the way. The Lost Lagoon. Now this is the one that's the distinctive. It's the It's the second one. Now, some people like to do just the opposite. They like to do the distinctive first and then the other one second. I'm a little bit off, but it's okay. We're going to just live with that just the way it is. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're going to do our small one. It's so hard when my head is way back here and the objects are ahead of me. There we go. That looks good. And now we're going to do our stem. We're going to do that in, I think we're going to do that in Peacock. I think we'll do that in Peacock. Pretty Peacock. We're going to just put it on like that. I think that's good. And then we have our small stem we have to cut out. So let's see, that's going to go right there. And now we can take our, we're going to just do that. I think I have one here cut someplace. I don't know if I do, but we'll see. Okay, now we're going to do our tag, our inside of our card. Too, we have to stamp something, Season of Thanks. And we're going to stamp, let's see, thankful for the small things. I think that's what we're going to use on the inside. This is from the Beautiful Pumpkins. Thankful for the small things, like that. And let's put a little pumpkin. Let's put a little, we're gonna do a little differently this time. We're gonna do the Lost Lagoon in the corner, like that. And then we're gonna do a little peacock. So this is gonna be a much darker pumpkin, like that. And then we can do a little stem. It'd be good to do the envelope also. And, oh, I forgot to put the sponge daubing on. Let's do that next. So we'll do a little sponge daubing. I don't know what I did here. Let me see once. I'll just clean this. You're not watching me do this, are you? It's just gonna be, I'm gonna just dab a little bit of this peacock onto my ink pad. And I would normally switch. I hope it didn't get too muddy. I'm gonna tap it on like this. There we go. And I'm gonna just cover it. Like that. I like that. I like that darker shadow along the bottom. I think that's really a nice look to it. Okay, now we're gonna just have one more thing to stamp, and that's our sentiment. This is gonna go on here like that. And let's see, let's move that aside for a minute. And we have to stamp do some punching. So we're gonna stamp our paper in the, where did I put that? Here it is. I love, watch how this, I'm gonna do this twice. I'm gonna show you. One is gonna be, this is Peacock, and I'm gonna do the second one right away in Peacock. But you can, do you see that little bump right there? The word, the of, goes right in there, like that. I got that a little high. I think what I'm gonna do this time, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna stamp it again. Ink it up. It's a little better. And then this time I'm going to change colors. I'm going to use the Lost Lagoon. So this is just a shade lighter, and it's going to go right in that, like that. Isn't that neat? Now watch this part. This one now I'm going to just punch it out with my punch. I've got a real mess going on here. It's a mess. Things on my little tray next to me are about to fall off. I've got things, I'm usually pretty good about cleaning as I go up, but today it's not. Okay, I'm gonna just give this a nice little punch, like that. I should have stamped the Christmas one. In fact, I think I will. I'll show it to you. I'll show you how pretty the Christmas one is. Right away, I have some mossy ink here someplace. You'll do that. We'll use the Mossy Meadow ink because this is cool for sure. Where is my stamp? This one right here, this Merry and Bright. I love that. I'm going to show you how that works. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to put it on one of my other clear blocks because it is a beautiful set. I almost didn't get this one. I did not get it in the beginning. I got it later on. But I almost did not. And I'm really glad because it's a good one for sure. I like all the different seasons. We're going to just line that up. And now I'm going to really, really, really ink it. Be really pretty in red. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Love how that looks. I think it'd be better in a brighter color, but that's just, that's just what I had here on the table. So we're going to just punch it out. But a nice sign, really a nice sign. I hope they keep this punch. Don't know. You never know what they're going to choose to do. Okay, let's put our card together. But I wanted to show you that because I thought that was sort of cool. Okay, now let's take our card, and we're going to take our pieces, and hopefully I can find the stem because I did not stamp it. When you're using your Seal Plus, you don't need very much because it's so strong. I just use a little bit. When I'm using my seal, my regular seal, I use a lot more. There's more on the reel too, so it's a little bit more expensive. Okay, and now this is going to go on our card. I'm going to see, that's going to cover that up pretty well. So we're going to just do a little bit of adhesive on there. And whenever it doesn't start, you just touch it against your mat like that, and it should be good. There we go. And Season of Thanks. I think we're going to use this one with the 2 colors on it. And then we're going to use this pumpkin. I'm going to just put some dimensionals on there. Just a couple dimensionals. Oops. So I always enjoy reading your comments in the evening or later in the day. So please comment. Let us know if you're enjoying this video. Do you have this set? And let's see if I can find a little a stem. I have some bigger stems. Here's a little one. Here's a little one. So tiny though. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive right on the end. All right. I thought last year we had such beautiful leaves and pumpkins, and I thought, how could it get any better? But then this year they came up with these. Okay, I want to get my holographic gems are there. We're going to add a little bit of Winka Stella on our pumpkins just to give it a little bit of sparkle. Just a little bit at the top maybe. There we go. I don't need too much. We maybe add a little bit on this these dark oak leaves. Sort of like that. Okay, but I like that when they do the color behind. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? We need to put some ribbon on there. And where is I have the biggest mess today. I have a bigger mess than I normally have. It's really hard to keep track of things when we are working like this, but I'm going to put the inside in, get that out of the way, and maybe we'll find it yet. I have 2 spools of ribbon here. Both of them are retired, and right now we don't have any ribbon that has Lost Lagoon or Pretty Peacock, but I still had a little bit from last year. I love this ribbon. This one, and these have been retired. This is Pretty Peacock and Gold. I'm just going to cut a little bit of this, and like that. Just a beautiful ribbon. And you know, you could put it like this, and then you could set it down like that. You could also, excuse me, You could also outline this, or you could dip it in ink and make it, or whatever you want to do. Okay, we're gonna just do this. We're gonna put a little bit of seal right on our tag. I'm gonna fold it back like this. I'm just gonna do this on the side, and then I'm gonna use some dimensionals. So I'm gonna put that like that. Just gonna so there we have it, and then we can snip the edges. Oh, I have to tell you, Stampin' Up! Announced today too, we have a really neat joining starter kit special starting October 1st. I can't even tell you really what the join offer. It's very reasonable. I know that. I can't remember though. I read it so fast. There are two different specials that, boy, you can get. I think one you can get a whole. You can join for $35, and you get fewer projects or products. And then there's one that's a little bit more expensive, and you get, I think, $189. I am totally. I just did not. I should have written. Anyway, that's coming up October 1st. So you don't. But if you've ever thought about saving money, getting a discount, this is a great way to do it. I don't know that they have done this for a long time. It seems like a few people joined way back when it was like $25 or $30 once before. That's been a long, maybe 10 years ago. So let me see if I can find my, take your pick tool, and I don't like to put the dimensionals on the ribbon. That's just mine. It's too lumpy. There we go. Using those edges. There we go, and now we're going to put this on like this. And our card is almost finished. We're going to put some gems on. These holographic gems sort of pick up the color that you use. I'm going to use a big one. I'm going to use a big one down here. And then a smaller one next to it. I'm going to make a triangle up there. I like to think in triangles when you're putting your gems on. There are my 3 gems, and there is our card all finished for today. Here's the other one I made ahead of time. This was Lost Lagoon ribbon, and this one is Pretty Peacock. And then this card, I didn't use the branching out. I used the textured notes. Do you see that in there? I used that one for that card. Anyway, that is our project, and our other project were these little leaf bags like this. And I hope you like this. Let's turn the camera back. Hey, let's see what you're all saying here. I've totally missed out on comments. Hey, Yolanda, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Thanks, Jeannie, for watching. It is a fun pumpkin set for sure. It's very fun. Cindy, hey, good to see you in Colorado. Yeah, it was really a great retreat, wasn't it, Jeannie? I'm so glad you could make it. Oh, no, I'm sorry you lost your wedding band. Oh, no. Okay, let's see once here. Flip the camera, close your eyes. Here we go. Okay, good. I should have showed you the advent calendar kit too that just started today. So anyway, I hope you like those beautiful pumpkin cards today. They're a lot of fun to make. They're quite addictive, quite honestly. So it's an inexpensive bundle. It's I would highly recommend getting that punch, the sign design. That's a good one for sure. Those of you who order $70 from me starting Thursday through the following Thursday, you will get the free craft along kit. So when you're placing your order, next week I'm going to be using the traditional Christmas labels and the Christmas greenery and the autumn, amber autumn, and the 12, that whole set. So we're gonna make 4 cards, and I have kits that I'm making for those. And so when you make a purchase, but starting this Thursday, not today yet, so you can still purchase, of course, but the special starts on Thursday. All right, that's it, and I will see you next Tuesday. I'll be going to Wisconsin tomorrow, but I have things planned for next week when I get back. So I will see you then. Thank you so much. If you haven't, thumbs up, share the video with others. That always helps. That tells Facebook you're enjoying my videos. Set your notifications. That tells you that I come on 10 o'clock Mountain Time every week, most weeks anyway, once in a while. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. That's so sweet of you. Okay, and I hope you all have a wonderful day today, and I get some crafting done, and I will look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you. Bye.